Welcome to Screen Hollywood, the home of movie news and entertainment. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
What's up, movie lovers? And welcome back to Screen Hollywood. I'm your host, Adam, and we have just seen one of the most anticipated, most debated, and most divisive superhero movie of the decade. That's right, we're talking about James Gunn's Superman. If you're new here, welcome to the Hollywood family. Hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell so you never miss an update. Also, visit, subscribe, and bookmark to our news publication at screenhollywood.com, where you get all the entertainment news first. Now, let's rip the Band-Aid off right away. We all know the score. The internet has been a war zone. The battle lines between the Gunn camp and the Snyder camp have been drawn in concrete. So, our mission today is simple: to give you a 100% spoiler-free, honest-to-God review of the film we just saw. We're pushing all the online noise aside and talking about one thing and one thing only, the movie itself. So, is this the dawn of a glorious new DCU? Or is it dead on arrival? Buckle up, let's get into it. The first thing you need to know is that the mixed reviews you're seeing online, yeah, they make sense. This film is a real mixed bag, and it starts with the opening. James Gunn throws you into the deep end from the word go. The film kicks off in third gear, assuming you're already buckled in and fluent in comic book ease. For seasoned fans, this might feel exhilarating, but for new audiences or even neutral viewers just looking for a good movie, the first 30 minutes feel, well, a bit all over the place. We're zipping between Metropolis, alien tech, and a dozen new characters without much time to breathe or get our bearings. It's a chaotic start that only really finds its footing and settles into a proper rhythm after that initial sprint. But once it does settle, it finds its anchor in its leading man. Let's talk about David Corenswet. I'm just going to say it. David Corenswet has earned the cape. He is Superman. From his quiet, earnest moments as Clark Kent to the sheer power and presence he commands as the Man of Steel, he absolutely nails it. You can see the passion he poured into this role. You can tell he worked his ass off to get this right. Whatever issues we have with the script he was given, Corenswet is not one of them. He is the rock-solid core of this entire film, and he carries that weight beautifully. And a Superman is only as good as his Lois Lane, and the beautiful Rachel Brosnahan is a fantastic Lois. She's sharp, she's witty, she's driven, and the chemistry between her and Corenswet is electric. Their early scenes together are some of the best in the movie, which makes it all the more unfortunate that after the first half, her character feels wasted. She's sidelined and doesn't feature nearly as much, which was a real shame because their dynamic was a huge strength. One aspect that worried me leading up to seeing this movie was Crypto. And no, I'm not a dog hater. I was worried because I didn't want to see a Pixar character embedded into scenes. The dog is in it a lot, and he was cute, but every time I saw him, I just thought, CGI. I had no choice but to get used to it. Now, for the villain. Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor. Look, Hoult is a phenomenal actor. We were so excited for him to smash this role, and he's a good villain in the movie. He's menacing, he's intelligent, but he's not given the time to be great. The character feels underdeveloped, lacking the depth and layered motivation we know Hoult is capable of delivering. We feel like Gunn had a prime opportunity here to create an iconic Lex for a new generation, and instead, we got a villain who was serviceable, but ultimately felt like a wasted opportunity. As for the other heroes, the sidekicks, we were worried they would drown out Superman, but they absolutely don't. In fact, they were a highlight. Guy Gardner is the perfect amount of obnoxious, Hawkgirl is a force, and honestly, Eddie Gathegi as Mr. Terrific steals every single scene he's in. He gets all the best jokes and has this incredible, cool-headed presence. The biggest problem is that we just didn't get enough of them. Seriously, these characters could carry their own movie, especially Gathegi's Mr. Terrific. We wanted more. And this brings us to the biggest problem with the film. You can feel James Gunn's passion, but it feels like he tried to cram 3 movies worth of plot, characters, and ideas into one. The film moves at a breakneck speed, and as a result, character development for almost everyone who isn't Clark Kent suffers. We're left wondering, was this a stylistic choice to mimic flipping through a comic book? Or was he working under some kind of bizarre budget or duration constraint? It's a real head-scratcher. And this frantic pace culminates in a third act where the CGI gets, frankly, a bit haywire. Some of the final battle sequences look muddy and unfinished, which is a letdown for a film of this scale. Before we wrap up, we have to address the internet rumors. We've seen the chatter that the film is woke and pushes a heavy-handed immigration narrative. Folks, that is absolute nonsense. In fact, if you want to talk about a Superman movie that dealt with him being a controversial alien, go rewatch Zack Snyder's Batman v Superman. In that film, he was literally called an illegal alien, put under heavy government scrutiny, and dragged in front of Congress to face judgment. This new movie barely scratches the surface of that concept by comparison, and certainly isn't as grim. So, the million-dollar question: is the movie good? Yes, it's entertaining, it's got great performances, and it's an enjoyable time at the cinema. Does it have flaws? Of course, big ones. The pacing is a mess, the villain is underdeveloped, and key characters are underutilized. Our biggest confusion is why Gunn, who has full creative control of the new DCU, insisted on cramming so much into one film. He could have easily spread this out over 2 movies, allowed the characters to breathe, and probably made a lot more money in the process. Here's our final take from the Screen Hollywood team. If you've already made up your mind that you hate James Gunn and his vision, you will find plenty here to validate that opinion. You will hate it. If you're a diehard Gunn fan, or you're going in as a neutral with an open mind, you will definitely enjoy it and have fun. It's not the masterpiece some were hoping for, and it's not the train wreck others were predicting. It's a fun, flawed, and promising, yet frustrating, start to a new universe. If you require perfection, stay home. But if you're ready to watch a superhero movie with an open mind and just have some fun, you'll get it. It's definitely closer to Richard Donner's Christopher Reeve Superman than Snyder's adaptation. That's our take. But what did you think? Were we too harsh? Too lenient? Head down to the comments and let us know your spoiler-free thoughts. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a review. This is Adam for Screen Hollywood signing off. See you in the next one.